Hey guys, welcome to Cyberspace VR. Today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation VR 2.
Right. PlayStation has recently announced the PlayStation 5, which makes me feel really old because I remember the PlayStation 1 and obviously the PlayStation 2, which to this day remains to be some people's most favorite console of all time.
Yep.
That thing was lit, for lack of better words. But now they're on the 5. That's really awesome.
Yep.
Good things to come with that for sure. Lots of really cool games. But the question that everybody's asking is, will there be a PlayStation VR 2? And right now, the answer is pretty simple.
Yeah.
But maybe not what you want.
So the answer isn't a definite yes, but it's a probably.
It's a most likely probably.
Sony has several patents, new patents out for potential VR markets. So, for example, like cameras in certain spots on a headset that haven't been done before, like on the back, or different controller configurations that are kind of new to the VR space. And so I'm really excited to see what they come out with for the PlayStation 5, right? PlayStation 5 is equipped with some pretty impressive specs in terms of like computation and graphics processing. So we'll see how they utilize that power in the VR space.
Yeah, it could be really, really awesome. And going back to the original question, will PSVR 2 be a thing? Why wouldn't it be a thing if they're patenting certain specific technologies and things for it? So we can pretty much say yes, but we can't 100% say yes. But yeah, I think the PSVR, the original one for the PS4, was really good. I won't say that it was really awesome. I won't say that it was the best virtual reality headset on the market, but putting that with a console was revolutionary. You know, and we say that word a lot because right now there's a lot of cool things happening with virtual reality. It's on the rise, cool things are happening. So they revolutionized VR by putting it with a console, and they definitely beat Microsoft to the punch.
Oh yeah.
And so much so that I think Xbox was like, okay, PlayStation took all the market share for this, and we are too late to the party, so we're not even going to do it. That's our suspicion.
Yep.
If you want to learn more about that, go ahead and check out What's the Deal with Xbox VR. It's one of our videos that we made, and we'll chat a little bit about why we think that Microsoft didn't get into the VR game.
Exactly. And in my opinion, it's still kind of too late. They didn't launch the Xbox Series X or S with a VR companion. And I was expecting that. I was expecting them to launch this new generation of consoles and say, hey, if you want VR, you have to buy the higher quality version. They have their lower end and higher end spec Xbox. And I was expecting them to launch VR with it. But since that didn't happen, I think it might be too late for them because people that want and are interested in playing VR that don't have a computer either are going to buy the Oculus Quest 2, which is an awesome piece of hardware, and you can go check out a bunch of our other videos on that, or they're going to buy a PlayStation, right? They're going to see they have this big variety of games already. You know, maybe they're going to rebuy Skyrim for the 10th time and want to play it in VR with their PlayStation 5.
Right.
And they're just waiting for them to drop the PSVR 2.
Yeah. PlayStation already has the credibility. They showed that not only can they do it, but they can do it well. The PlayStation 4 was great. PSVR was great. It was really cool. So, yeah, if you're wondering if it's going to be worth it to invest in PSVR 2, we would say yes. PlayStation did a great job, and it was good, a great experience, especially if you don't necessarily have a PC or have the money to invest in a PC, or maybe you just aren't very tech savvy and you just don't know how to handle a PC very well. This is the alternative for you. Or the Quest 2. The Quest 2 is really cool. But yeah, the PSVR 2 is going to be really, really cool. It's going to be revolutionary. They're going to come out with some really cool new things, and we're really excited for that.
Yep. The hardest part with the first PlayStation VR was that, obviously, in my opinion, the PlayStation 4 just didn't have the power to be running VR. It did, but it was a low refresh rate, kind of low resolution, and it just wasn't the highest end experience ever.
The sensors were a little bit weird too. I remember you telling me about that one time.
It's like a camera that tracks the glowing lights on the headset, and I guess that's kind of
shaky. If you get motion sick, PlayStation VR on the PS4 is not the headset for you.
No.
That gets people super sick sometimes.
But with the upcoming console wars, right, if you're like, okay, I'm going to buy a console, should I get the Xbox or the PlayStation? You know, some people have to make that choice. Yeah. If you have to make a choice and it's like, I want to play VR, I wouldn't say that buying an Xbox is the way to get you there.
No.
Right? You can spend the $400 to like when the PlayStation 5 release is coming this holiday season, right? And then maybe next summer, I don't know when they're going to drop the VR stuff, but maybe next summer when they have some exclusives built for it, then you can spend the extra, I don't know, $200 or $300 and get the PlayStation VR. And that's your general path for getting there.
Yeah. In terms of a release date, kind of how he said maybe next summer, I was reading some articles and some people, it's all rumors, you know. Some people are saying, though, that they expect that an announcement will be made by the end of 2020. But that means that obviously we're not going to be able to actually purchase it till
Who
April
knows?
at the earliest, but
Yep.
probably the summer. So don't expect it anytime like super soon, but I mean, I would start saving some pennies because it's going to be coming sooner than I think some people anticipate.
And like you said, that makes a lot of sense for them to say something before the end of 2020 because they're trying to win the console war, right? They're trying to say, hey, you should buy our console over Microsoft's because we're going to have all this potential in the future, and they are not. They haven't said anything about it.
Yep.
And I don't know if they will. I don't think Xbox is even going to try. I think they played with that with Windows Mixed Reality, Microsoft did, and they're like, okay, obviously this isn't lucrative for what we want to do because they didn't use the gaming market to their advantage. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm excited to see what they do this coming.
Yeah, it should be good. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for PlayStation, and you know, this is coming from a person who was Xbox, Microsoft his whole life.
Yep.
I started with the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, the One, and I love Xbox. I think in a lot of ways it's better than PlayStation. We could disagree on that for sure. But now that PlayStation has tapped into the VR market, I think that they have something that Microsoft just doesn't have.
Yep.
And you can't compare it. You know, you can't you have two really good consoles that you could debate for days, like which one's better. But this one has VR. I'm going to pick the one that has VR now.
Yep.
VR is too cool. It's something that many of us, maybe you can relate, have dreamed about our whole lives, being able to insert ourselves into a video game.
Yep.
That's here. We are the future now. And for some reason, one of the biggest consoles, one of the biggest companies in the world didn't tap into that. So it upsets me, but kudos to PS5, kudos to PlayStation, kudos to Sony. It's going to be super cool. I hope you're stoked about it. We're excited to see more headsets on the market. So.
Yeah. I just want to see as many people in VR as possible. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I love seeing people embrace a hobby that I've loved for a couple years now, and it's an amazing thing. Even if it's not the most high quality, perfect experience, I'm not a snob about it.
Yeah.
I just want to throw people in a headset and just say, see how awesome this is, see how awesome this has been,
Yes.
and we'll see how it goes. I think that it'll expose more people, and that's all I want, really.
Right. Yep. I totally agree with you on that. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. If you have questions, comments, concerns about PlayStation virtual reality or any virtual reality in that matter, go ahead and comment below. We will respond to every one of your questions and comments. Like this video. Please don't dislike it. Like this video. That was probably desperate, but I'll cut this part out. And yeah, subscribe to our channel. We're really excited about virtual reality, and we'll keep you updated with everything you need to know.
Yep. And we'll see you next time.